What is the worst secret that you accidentally revealed about someone else? My sister is a primary school teacher. She recently moved to a new job abroad. On her last day, I was drafted in to help her moving things out. Unfortunately, when all the children entered in the morning, my sister nipped out to do something, and so I was left alone with a room full of small children. They were obviously confused as to who this strange man was, and so thinking I would be funny, I told them I was their new teacher as the old one had already left to teach abroad. Turns out my sister hadn't told any of her class that she was leaving. After that, I was alone in a room full of small crying children. Additionally, later on, when they inquired why I, 190 centimeters, wasn't sitting down on their little midget chairs, I told them I had no knees. They believed me, and that was the day I learned that children are fucking idiots. I accidentally outed my brother as the man whore he is when one of his girlfriends named Jen called and without thinking asked, "Which Jen?" I regret nothing. I was at a party. A friend accidentally began to drink my beer. I said, "No worries, it's not like you have herpes." Then I remembered they actually did have herpes and I began apologizing. Then I remembered it was a secret I wasn't supposed to know. It was like I was a Ricky Gervais character. Everything I said made it worse. My current boyfriend looks nothing like his family. They're all blondes with blue eyes, both his parents and all 4 of his siblings. Each are 170 centimeters and under, his mom being 160 centimeters. My boyfriend is 185 centimeters, darker skinned than anyone in his family, brown eyes, brown hair, and glasses. I always found it funny that he was such an odd duckling out of the bunch. Then one night at a dinner, the dad's best friend comes over. He looks like he could be my boyfriend's dad. All the same characteristics. In private, I start asking him about his dad's friend and joking that they're actually father and son. The next time he sees his mom, he tells her what I've said, as if she needs a reason to hate me even more, and she chokes up, and after he digs a little deeper, she tells him that he's adopted. The friend isn't his dad, but the guy's younger brother is. While the friend is close to being 50 or is a year or 2 older, and the brother is 37-ish. The younger brother was a teen dad and wasn't ready to be a dad, and neither was the mom. My boyfriend's parents knew all of this considering how close the families were, and asked to adopt my boyfriend. Honestly, my boyfriend is taking it well and has no big issues with it, only that he should have been told sooner. I felt bad considering if it weren't for me he wouldn't have found out. He's grateful though. I'm grateful he didn't have to endure looking like his mom. That'd be a curse. My nieces and nephew told me I'm adopted. I didn't know this for 20 years, and my 5 to 7-year-old nieces and nephews do. Your parents dropped the ball here. Nah, parents tried to keep it hushed. But of course their siblings knew. And when they had kids, they told them, "Hey, behave or you'll get adopted like your cousin Deathberry. If you misbehave, you get to go to a family that actually wants you." Good reason to behave that. While in 5th grade, our teacher taught us how to look up sex offenders living nearby us on the internet. In the computer lab that day, a friend and I tried and discovered one of our classmates' dads on the site. Long story short, we accidentally revealed that his father fucked the 16-year-old babysitter, and that was the reason his parents got divorced. My friend had a pregnancy scare. Apparently she told me and not her boyfriend. I learned that when I brought it up with her boyfriend. I accidentally revealed that a friend of mine has HIV when I was talking with a mutual friend of ours. It was someone that he was very close to, and I stupidly just assumed he already knew. It taught me a valuable lesson though. Now I just don't say any shit about anybody. I don't want to be that gossip queen that nobody trusts. I lived with a couple who broke up and the guy was devastated over it. Like it ruined him for a long time. Well, I accidentally revealed to him that his ex is now a Norpstar. No, I am not telling. And he started digging and found out she started well before they had troubles. I wish I didn't let that slip, cause it really messed him up more and his trust issues got worse. Not that being a Norpstar is bad, but it was the fact that she lied to him about this side of her that hit him hard. I was friends with my neighbor growing up. Her family had a huge house we would all hang out at, and a swimming pool as well. Well, one day when we were about 8 to 9 years old, I was swimming at their house. My mom had told me a few days prior that my friend's parents were getting a divorce. I have no clue why she told me. Well, while swimming, I say some comment about her parents divorcing and she had no clue. Great. Her dad calls my mom that night furious that I had told my friend, and my mom makes me call and apologize. 3 days later, that man killed his soon-to-be ex-wife by strangling her in the house, driving her body to his parents' house who were out of town, dumped her body in a pickup truck and commits suicide from car exhaust fumes. Needless to say, I believes for a long time that he did this because I told his daughter about their upcoming divorce. He didn't know about the divorce until his daughter told him about it. One of my friends accidentally revealed to me my older brother was gay. Basically, we were eating food after school. I was 15 at the time and my brother was 19, so he was 1 year out of high school and I was in my first year of high school. We are eating and my friend made some gay joke and tied my brother into it. I was like, "Funny part is my brother isn't gay," and they both just went dead silent and looked at each other. His older brother was friends with my brother, and my brother came out to him because my dad's a homophobe. So was pretty awkward. I accidentally revealed that a friend had allowed his girlfriend to piss on him in the shower because she was into water sports. He had told me in confidence. I told my dad my older sister got an abortion. I didn't realize it was a secret from him. We were talking and he said he was worried about her and about what happened recently, and I said, "Yeah, I understand though. I don't think she's financially stable for a child yet." And he replied with, "What?" Turns out he was worried about her having moved from Florida to New Jersey with her boyfriend. Whoops. That he is gay. We were not close at all, similar interests, but just acquaintances. I think I had liked his Facebook status or something like that. He started drunkenly messaging me. Our conversation escalated pretty fast, and somehow it ended up being an odd therapy-like session through chat about how ostracized, pressured, and sometimes downright depressed he felt hiding his sexuality from his parents. I let it slip in a conversation with a friend of mine who was closer to him than I was. I didn't realize it wasn't only his parents he was hiding from. I felt so foolish. Thankfully, there wasn't any apparent backlash. In fact, it seems he's open about it now. I had a friend that I worked with at a fast food joint who I was a few years older than. His step-dad and I were also friends, and one day he told me the biological grandparent of his son worked there with us. I guess he didn't know anything about his biological dad's side of the family. So here is this sweet old lady who got to see her grandson after so many years on a daily basis, and I decided to help him connect the dots. He wasn't supposed to know, and for good reason. Plenty of drama ensued when his real dad wanted to get involved after 16 years of not being around. I fucked up. I am sorry, Rob. My college best friend had a nose job and only told me. I didn't know she kept it from her boyfriend too. I mean, how could you not know? Anyway, we were at the beach about a few weeks after her nose job and her boyfriend playfully tosses a beach ball at her that hit her nose. I guess it hurt because she started crying and covered her face. Her boyfriend ran to her and was like, "I'm sorry. What did I do? It's just a beach ball. Your nose isn't going to fall off your face." I lost it and started laughing so hard that she walked away from us. Her boyfriend was still confused and was asking me what was wrong, and I stupidly say, "Why'd you do that? Her nose is still healing." I guess this is a secret of mine that I gave away too, but for the sake of the thread, I'll say I gave away my husband's secret, since it was more about his side of the family anyhow. We eloped, and planned to tell our family about our marriage a few months later when we flew back across the country for the family reunion, so we could tell them in person and hope for fewer angry people. Well, my father-in-law and his lady friend came for a visit in that, still a secret, time, and I had already gotten comfortable with my new name and identity as a wife by that point, and I accidentally let it slip. I cried right at the table in the middle of the restaurant. I was so upset at having spoiled my husband's reveal at the reunion. I was talking to a friend's ex-girlfriend who came into the shop I worked at and who I hadn't seen in a while. Asked her if she had seen my friend since he had got his new girlfriend and if everything was okay. Although her body language changed, it wasn't obvious she was surprised at the news. I thought she was uncomfortable discussing something that was kinda awkward. Turns out she was still his girlfriend and she played it cool as a cucumber and got all the info she needed out of me. Smart girl. I once accidentally revealed to a girl my best friend was talking to and interested in that he was psychotic and has anger issues, so he should be avoided. This was years ago in our freshman year, and I still hate that I said that about my best friend. Not me, but once me and several friends were having dinner at a restaurant. Among them was a couple we had known for years. The guy in this couple was notorious for lacking tact. After a few beers, he blurted out that his girlfriend is a trans woman. None of us knew, and none of us had any idea what to say, or what we were supposed to do with this information. The girlfriend didn't really respond, just smiled politely. After a few moments of awkwardness, the conversation eventually continued. What is the worst secret that you accidentally revealed about someone else? Leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this one.